Here we have Katie just about to demonstrate a chest pass. A few key points before she starts. It's going to be pretty much the wrist and hand positioning here. So you kind of want those wrists cocked and behind your hand behind the ball, fingers spread nicely, and we're going to be pointing in towards your chest. Now, of course, it is a chest pass, so the ball will be in line with the chest roughly. Higher, lower, you kind of want it around that chest region. And as we can see as well, those arrows point, well, the elbows are bent. Alright, so the ball is pretty much flat on her chest. Again, a little bit of room can be moved there, but elbows still bent. Shoulders kind of in line with the rest of the body, nothing more too really important with that. And on to the feet. Both feet will be planted to start off with. This is our main thing for netball and basketball. Both feet will be planted, unless for basketball they're dribbling, of course, just to get a nice solid base to start off with. And for mainly beginners, if you start to learn a bit more about basketball and netball, you can kind of change this up a little bit, but the eyes will always want to be pointing at the target. Alright, just so you know where you're passing the ball to, obviously. Alright, we'll roll on the video now, just focusing on the one on the left. So as we can see, right there, Katie has planted her front foot. Alright, usually the foot that you'll be pivoting on will be the front foot that you're going to step through for netball, and same for basketball if you're doing that. Now, if we just roll this back a tad, and we can see that step, of course, bend at the knee, stepping out probably a little less than a meter, kind of a bit of a comfort zone. Now on to the elbows. Of course, the elbows were tucked out before, nice and close. The ball's in the chest. Now, of course, to pass that, we're going to just push those elbows out, keep those arms nice and straight. And good little point to finish on is the hands. You kind of want to flick the ball out of your hands at the same time. Now, that step is all to do with a bit of momentum. Of course, momentum from that back leg, the leg that's not actually going to be moving, to push that other one forward, and again, pushing that ball forward. And as you can see, Katie's eyes are going with the direction the ball's going. Okay, focusing now on the video on the right. Same thing, feet planted, elbows are out, tucked in behind the ball of the hands, eyes are on the target. If we roll that forward just a little bit, got that step again like we did before. As you can see, the ball is starting to come out as well. And elbows going out, not as well as the one left, but here you'll be flicking those hands. That front foot is planted there as well, which is good, getting momentum forward with it, but the eyes are still focusing on the same direction as it's going to be coming. Your shoulders aren't overly doing too much, mainly in the wrists, flicking those wrists as you're making that pass into the elbow, as you are extending out to throw it out as well. Bit of movement in the legs as well, through your knees. Back leg is the leg that's kind of going to be using absorbing most of the force. As we step out on the left here, you can see, taking all that in there. Bit of a bend also on the right knee of Katie as you plant and into that pass. So those are a few little teaching points that you want to kind of focus on for the chest pass. Obviously, chest pass, basketball and netball, not many other sports kind of have that. But so main thing is just to cover it all over, focusing on having your hands in the right position. Your elbows will be tucked as they're ready to pass and cocked. Alright, your body and your shoulders kind of all lined up. No really thing that needs to be changed there. Your legs, very important to get that front step out nice and big. Alright, just so when you're passing, get a lot of momentum in there. And for beginners, to be focusing on looking at your target, even just calling out the name to start off with and knowing where you're going to be passing it to. Of course, getting on to older and more intermediate passes will be able to do no looks and those sorts of things. But just to start off with, those are the kind of main key points for the chest pass.